Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare एवं कृपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीडी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की एवं विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरापुरी धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की श्री श्री गौनिताय की ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की श्री द्वादशी व्रत की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Mama Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूते स्वयं रूपः कृतमह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजाता सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We were discussing from Adi-lila, 7th chapter, Lord Chaitanya in 5 features, about Panchatattva. In that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while being in Varanasi, was invited by one Maharashtrian Brahman for a meeting with Mayavadis, which ordinarily Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not have agreed for, because he doesn't like to sit, talk, or have anything to do with Mayavadis, those who don't believe in Krishna's transcendental Satchidananda form, or on the contrary, they blaspheme him by saying that Lord's form is material, made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. So that understanding is completely detrimental for advancement in spiritual life. One has to have understanding that Krishna is a person. Krishna is the transcendental person. Ishwaraha Paramaha Krishna Satchid Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. That Krishna is the supreme controller and his body is Satchidananda, eternal, not like us, temporary body. This body, all of you see, in 2099, you will never see. These elements will be there, some earth here, some water you see, and some fire, which you see, you don't see, that all will remain. But this body will not remain for sure. 2099. Before that only it will go away. Because I don't know. And for sure 2099 it will not be there. Before that, we don't know when it will go away. So, and Krishna's body is full of knowledge, whereas our body is completely in ignorance. Like somebody's body is developing cancerous tumor. Does he know that? He doesn't know. And the tumor develops and it leads to some pain or something. Then he goes to doctor, just like, okay, and doctor tests, some tests, he perform, hey, you have cancer, terminal cancer in the last phase. And then he's shocked. Really, doctor, give me do something. I'm ready to pay any amount. Last phase, last 6 months, last 1 month. So we don't know what is happening inside the body. By Krishna's arrangement, blood is being created somewhere. Water is being, sweat is being created somewhere. Urine is happening now. Whatever water you drank, that is getting converted into urine. Are you able to understand? Urine is being formed. Stool is getting formed. We know nothing. Nothing we know. Even we close the eyelids, that also we don't understand so much unless you consciously think, like all of you now think. Now I understand. I close my eyelids, isn't it? You all, if you think, you can know. Okay, that is somewhat because vision gets obstructed. But otherwise, so many times we are in hundreds and thousands of times we are closing our eyelids. We don't realize it so well, like that. Even when you go in front of the mirror, tilak and all that, that time you don't see that your eyelids are, isn't it? Because the focus is on tilak, whether tilak is proper thing. So you don't realize, you can see in the mirror, eyelids are closing, but you can't see because focus matters. But inside, even if you focus now, okay, how is my intestine functioning? What can you know? Where is the intestine, you know? And how does it look like? How big, small? And what's happening inside the forget it. Can't see intestines. We are completely ignorant. And Lord is full of happiness, whereas our life is miserable. Now also you can see. For me, I'm sweating a little bit now. How many of you are sweating? Some other problem. Somebody may be having headache. Somebody may have anybody backache. Some people have a little backache. Headache, little headache. Leg pain. Okay, see, if I keep asking them, somebody or the other will keep raising it. I will not ask. Hungry. Those who are not hungry, they will be angry. What is this? You are only saying hungry, not providing moody at least. That Prabhu also gave post-dated check. There is no moody visible. So, Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, Adi Davikla, something will be problem. So, Krishna is completely free from all these troubles. There is no temporary nature of this body is eternal. He doesn't have ignorance. Ignorance cannot be present. Jahan Krishna tahan nahi, Maya Radhika. Even Maya cannot be present. Her one aspect is ignorance. And ignorance has 5 aspects and all that. But he is present, Maya cannot be present. And he is full of happiness. Whereas we are not. That's why as much as one is connected to Krishna, that much he will be happy. That much he will have knowledge also. we can clearly see those who are in touch with Krishna, they are happy. Yes or not? You can see sannyasis in ISKCON, gurus, they don't have worldly wealth. But because they are in touch with Krishna, how happy they are. With nothing of this world, they are so happy. And you all, I'm sure every one of you must be having some bank balance. Isn't it? How many are working here? So you definitely must be having bank balance, bank account and bank balance there. Those who are not working, I'm not sure. But they also may have some money with them. At least more money than all the ISKCON gurus have. But who is happier, yourself or them? They are very happy because they are very close to Krishna. Almost they are almost 24 hours they are with Krishna. So secret of happiness is how much you are close to Krishna, how or how much you are with Krishna. Close means like Krishna is in that what do you call BBRB hall, room number 1. And close means we are here. Yes, so within less than a minute we can reach there. But those who are with Krishna means they are in that BBRB room number 1 directly, face to face. So that is the happiness. How many of you want to be happy? To be with Krishna. If you really are wanting to be happy, your raising hand doesn't make sense if you are not trying to be close to Krishna, trying to be with Krishna. Otherwise, raising hand, anybody raises hand. That is no point. Ask yourself, are you convinced of this? That if only I'm with Krishna, I'll be happy. Just like child on mother's lap becomes very happy or not. As long as he is not on mother's lap, how miserable he is. No matter which Mataji takes, and Matajis know how to care for his child. Uh, he wants his mother only. He will keep crying only. And ultimately, when he comes on mother's lap, he's so happy. He can see also, because he was crying till now, all the tears coming from his eyes. And now, with those tearful eyes only, he sat on the lap of his mother. Mother took him. Then he starts smiling. How many of you seen like that? Because earlier he cried, so tears are there. At least here they are there. How some have come down. And in that pathetic, unhappy face, when he sits on mother's lap, he is peaceful first, and then he gives smile also. So worth seeing. It's exactly same thing in our life. As long as you are not on the lap of Krishna, means at the lotus feet of Krishna, Kripaya tava pada pankaja sthita dhuli sadrusham vichinta. Give me, just let me be a speck of dust at your lotus feet. Unless you are at the lotus feet of Krishna, you cannot be happy. Challenge to anybody. The richest of the people, the most beautiful people, most knowledgeable people, PhD, double PhD, triple PhD, or most famous people, or most physically strong, or even those who are renounced, so to say, they have given up their family life. But if they are not with Krishna, they will be miserable. Mayavadis are miserable. Prabhupada says that their name only has Ananda. Like here is Prakashananda. He is miserable like anything. Only Anand in name. Brahmananda, Bhavananda, Ramananda, and this Ananda, that Chinmayananda, Prakashananda. Only Anand in name. Happiness there is not there in life. Ananda is not there. Because they are not with Krishna. Rather, they are offenders. Mayavadi, Krishna Parati. He cannot be happy. So, how to know who is happiest person? Just see how the devotee is, how much is close to Krishna or how much he is with Krishna. Pure devotee means he is with Krishna. Advanced devotee means he is close to Krishna, very close. Like that. And we sadhakas far, far away. Krishna bahirmukha jiva bhogavancha kare. Ataiva mayatara. That he says that to the degree living entity is bahirmukh, he has turned his face away from Krishna. Maya gives sansara dukkha. She beats like anything. She will be slapping, kicking, spitting, and making football out of you and kicking you like anything. If you want to be happy, you have to be with Krishna. There is no other option. There is no other option. That's why even when we are preaching and somebody we are trying to tell a book, giving a book, and he says, I don't believe in God, I'm happy without God and all. So inside, a real preacher cries because he's convinced, he knows this person cannot be happy. He's in grand illusion, thinking that without Krishna, I'm very happy. There is no need of Krishna in my life. That is his conviction. But this is not, this is foolishness. Just like children will say, no, I don't need food. I don't have to go to school. So they will be cheated then. If they don't eat food, they'll feel weak. Then whatever activity, playing, sports they are doing, they cannot do because body without food cannot sustain. Similarly, without enough little education, they will be cheated in future. We don't have to have BTech, MTech, but basic addition, subtraction, and language learning, that much is only knowledge required. For that, they should go to school or learn at home or learn from some teacher. So this we have to know. And one who is with Krishna, he is only happy. Jai Krishna bhaje, say bado chatur. Anybody who worships Krishna is most intelligent. Anybody who worships Krishna is most beautiful. Why most beautiful? Because beautiful people are very attractive to others. Yes or not? Yes. So all the people of the world are attracted to Krishna, Madan, Mohan. Even the Cupids, sex gods, are attracted to Krishna. Everybody is attracted to sex god, one sex god, and millions of sex gods. Kandarapa Koti Kamaniya Vishnu. They are attracted to Krishna. And Krishna is attracted to you because of your bhakti. So are you not most beautiful? Yes or not? Yes. Logically. Hence proved or not? Yes. Mathematically. So you become most beautiful. You become most powerful because Krishna is ready to do anything and everything for you. He is the lifter of Govardhan. For 7 continuous days and nights he lifted Govardhan effortlessly without any problem. In fact, as Ananta says, one remote action, he is holding millions of universes on each one of his hoods and with absolutely no recognition of something heavy or something is existing ever on his head. So you will become most powerful, most beautiful, most renounced, and most famous. Eveyash Gushuktri Bhuvana. Though Krishna possesses 6 opulences, if you become pure devotee of Krishna, you are the possessor of all the 6 opulences automatically. Automatically. So that is the power of Krishna. But unfortunately, Mayavadi, Krishna Paradis, they just don't realize that. Okay, anyway, we should discuss this also. This is our main discussion. And this is Sochar Nectar. So where were we? What? Anybody remembers what happened last time?
Brahmana invited to the house of
Okay. My dear Lord, I know that you never mix with other sannyasis, but please be merciful unto me and accept my invitation. Lord Chaitanya smiled and accepted the invitation of the Brahman. He made this gesture to show his mercy to the Mayavadi sannyasis. So Lord wanted to deliver them anyway, but he inspired this Maharashtrian Brahman to approach. So whole world is moving by the will of the Supreme Lord. Not a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Supreme Lord. Now if you open this and just see through the window, if you find on the trees there, any tree, if little bit leaf is moving, know that Krishna is the cause of that. Or Krishna is the cause of that leaf moving. Wind god. Exactly, not even wind god. We have to be little personal. Wind appears to be impersonal. कुछ तो हवा बह रही है, हवा क्या डेड है, but wind god is there. Madhvaya vati vato. Vati means flows, blows. Vat. The wind god, the wind. Madhvayat, because of fear of me, the wind blows. Surya tapati madhvayat. Now we are cool. But just wait 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and stand outside or on terrace and see how you will become hotter and hotter and hotter. You just can't be there. You'll have to come down because heat will increase in the body like anything. So that heat that the sun emits, that is also because of fear of Krishna. Surya tapati madhvayat. Because of fear of me, Surya, the sun, is so dazzling, effulgent, bright, scorching sunlight. This is scorching sunlight and soothing moonlight. Contrast. Sun is day lamp and moon is night lamp. Night lamp is not scorching. Daylight you can see how many tubes are on and but night time we don't put all the tubes on. We switch off everything if at all. Some very small bulb, 15 watt night bulb, that too colorful, blue, yellow, so that the light directly white light doesn't come. And then we are able to peacefully sleep. So Krishna's arrangement. Surya Stapati Mad Bhayat Varshati Indra. Now it's not raining, but you can see in the daytime or in these days because rainy season. That is also because Indra is also doing that out of fear of Krishna. Varshati Indra. Dhati Agnir. Agni. So scorching again, very painful heat. That is also because of fear of Krishna. Mrutyuscharati Madhvayat. Even the death god takes his whip in his hand and climbs, sits on that he buffalo, male buffalo, and goes around. Anybody's time has come. Now this time we are talking now 5:38 around. So 5:35, somebody must have died in Pune or in India, isn't it? Maybe hundreds of people die actually. Really hundreds and thousands of people die. Ahani sarva bhutani gachanti hi Himalaya. Every day thousands of people die. Thousands and thousands of children are born. Maybe lakhs of children are born and lakhs of people die also. So this is all because of Krishna only. So nothing goes without Krishna's sanction. Anything good happening, anything bad happening, anything in between, outside of it, it's all because of Krishna. Certain living entities have their desires, but then without Krishna's sanctioning, nobody can do that. Like somebody is about to kill a cow with his axe. So Krishna is giving power in the head. Shabdakhe paurusham drushu. This is not Purushatva, but Paurushatva. That in the main is also because of Krishna. He is the sound in the ether. He is the ability in the man. So that ability in that butcher to lift the axe is given by Krishna. And he is going to cut the head of that cow. That is also. So we pray such things don't happen, but without our preaching, these things will continue. When you preach, these problems will reduce. They will not stop completely because this is a material world, dukhalam. We all turned away our faces from Krishna, so we have to suffer. Some living entity, others will always suffer. But the point is, we have to know that Krishna sanctioning, then only things happen. Without Krishna's sanction, nothing happens. So here Krishna has sanctioned Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Brahmin came. Se vipra jane na prabhu, aya na kar ghare, tahara prerana yatare, atyagraha kare. The Brahman knew that Lord Chaitanya never went to anyone else's house. Yet, due to inspiration from the Lord, he earnestly requested him to accept this invitation. Mahaprabhu would go only to the houses of Brahmanas and take prasad from their house. Tell Krishna Katha like that. But otherwise, no question of going to the houses of Kshatriyas, Vaishyas. Kshatriyas, Prataprudra, he avoided. So many times devotees requested, please meet him. Said no. He is a king. That means he is surrounded by wealth and women. I have nothing to do with wealth and women, and any person who has something to do with wealth and women. In fact, his Grahastha followers also could not have so much wealth. They should not be mad after wealth, and they cannot be attached to their wives also. All together, husband wife, they should be worshipping Krishna. Then only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was okay. Otherwise, somebody is attached to his wife or something, then he also cannot get Mahaprabhu's mercy. Mahaprabhu Bhaktagan Vairagya Pradhan. Pradhan means prominent. Pradhan is prominent. So in the lives of the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what was prominent? Vairagya. Whether they were brahmacharis, grahasthas, vanaprasthas, sannyasis, all had Vairagya Pradhan. Anytime traveling, nobody can carry any money. Krishna will provide. So simple. Grahasthas also cannot carry money. Any grahastha carries money or anybody, get out. Go back. You cannot travel with me. So this kind of training he had given. So they were very powerful devotees. So due to the inspiration from the Lord, he earnestly requested him to accept him. Now 58 to 60, these three verses talk about what happened next. आरदीने गेला प्रभु से विप्र भवने देखिले न बसिया चेन सन्यासी गणे. The next day when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the house of that Brahman, he saw all the sannyasis of Benares sitting there. So the scene. How many of you have gone to this place? Varanasi, you have visited? How many of you have gone to this place? I had also gone, I think in 2008. That place still exists. I think there they are now milkmen, they have their and they sell their milk, I think there. And nearby Mahaprabhu Sthan is there. Mahaprabhu means that Vallabh Bhatta, Vallabhacharya, our Vallabh Sampradaya. So they have their pit also, one of the pit. So that place still exists. If you go to Varanasi, please visit there. Some places are there. I think Chandrasekhar's house is there, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Sanatana Goswami. Then Bindu Madhav temple is there, which Mahaprabhu would visit daily. Then Dashashwamedh Ghat is there, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 2 months instructed Sanatana Goswami into teachings, which are there in 5 chapters in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi-lila. Then like that, these are the prominent places which are available for us to go. सभा नमस्करी गेला पाद प्रक्षालने पाद प्रक्षालन करी वसीला से स्थाने. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the sannyasis, he immediately offered obeisances, and then he went to wash his feet. After washing his feet, he sat down by the place where he had done so. So many things are there. In one act of the Lord, millions of messages are there, millions of teachings are there, lessons to learn are there. We cannot go for millions, whatever according to our capacity. So first is he saw the sannyasi, he immediately offered obeisances. That too, Dandavat Pranam. For him, he is a sannyasi, he can pay Panchang Pranam also, it seems. But obeisances is compulsory. Any sannyasi you see, you have to pay obeisances because that person represents, his saffron dress represents the what do you call, flag of renunciation. Vairagya ka jhanda hai wo. So we have to bow down to Vairagya. Now, how much Vairagya he has, that we don't know. Sometimes somebody may be smoking cigarette also. So we may pay obeisances and leave that place. Or for that matter, worse than that smoking sannyasi is a Mayavadi sannyasi. Because smoking sannyasi will pollute your what? Lungs to some extent because the smoke of that thing will go inside your lungs. That is not a big problem. Your gross body will be affected, but your whole soul will be corrupted if you associate with Mayavadi sannyas. So he may not be smoking cigarette, but he is smoking Maya. The Mayavadi, and the smoke comes out also. Maya only comes out. It will affect you negatively. So we should not go close. From distance only pay obeisances to sannyasi and leave that place. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered some obeisances to these sannyasis. And then he went to wash his feet. So in Vedic times, anytime you go to inside the house, before that you have to wash your feet. That's why outside the house only there will be that washing area would be there. Some kind of, if not tap, which is in the modern day, and there would be some kind of hand pump or some kind of water pot and some kamandulu kind of thing. You have to take and pour it on your feet. So Mahaprabhu did that. And then he entered. You can see in Jagannath temple, Jagannath temple. If you are entering at the Simhadwar only, outside there is that area. They have done all very sophisticated. Water continuously flows. You have to just walk through that place. Automatically your feet are. You don't have to take anything, and no need to pour anything on your feet. Just walk through that area which is having water level up to this something. Automatically your lower part of the feet is washed, and then you enter in through Simhadwar for Jagannath temple darshan. After washing his feet, he sat down by the place where he had done so. There only he sat down. Now, who will sit down? How many of you sat down? How many of you had been to Jagannath Puri? And you must have washed your feet before entering Simhadwar. So, did you sit down there any time? No. If at all we are waiting for our friend who is washing feet, we'll be standing there. That too many times outside, isn't it? No question of sitting there. It's dirty. Water is there. Sometimes it is. Mud is also there. No question. But Mahaprabhu is so humble. He just sat down there only. Read the purport. By offering his obeisances to the Mayavadi sannyasis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very clearly exhibited his humbleness to everyone. Anytime we bow down, it is a sign of humility. So Raghunath Das Goswami every day would bow down 1000 times to the deities and 2000 times to the devotees every day. And in Radhakund area, where are 2000 devotees? Now we have a lot of commercial thing and all. There are thousands of families staying around. So maybe hundreds and thousands or lakhs of people are around. But in those years, 500 years back, hardly anybody was staying there. In fact, forget Raghunath Das Goswami's time. Years later, when the deities of Govindji, Gopinath, Madan Mohan, they were brought because Aurangzeb destroyed the temples. So for their safety, they were brought. This was in 1671. This is 1671. And Raghunath Das Goswami, they were present much before. They were present in 1500 and I can say 1532, 35, 40, 50. So 120 years later around, then also there are very few Babajis who are saying, because first of all, now you see nice road from Vrindavan to Barsana, Nandagaon. I have traveled in 97. My God, what a horrible road. You cannot imagine. You will say, "Arey, turn the vehicle around. Nahi jana mujhe Barsana." It's a very bad road. So many stones. Your body will have full free massage. Unnecessary massage like that. It was, but because Maharaj was there and ecstasy with hundreds of devotees, so we could go on. But otherwise, worldly calculation, no tourist can ever dare to go to Barsana. No question. Commercialism was almost zero. because the road was so bad. But then eventually now we have such posh, smooth roads. So there are no hardly anyone there. But then here you can see that. So bowing down is a sign of humility. Vaishnavas must not be disrespectful to anyone, to say nothing of a sannyasi. We cannot disrespect even an ant. Ant is crawling. You are coming from temple hall to this side, and there are some ants, white ants. You know there, Vrunda Devi. And how many of you look down and avoid stepping on the ants? Only one, two. You have to see that you have seen near that one corner is there. Where we take little right. So there are ants there. I have seen many times, and you cannot step on those ants. See, to the degree we have ignorance, we will not even look down and see that there are some ants, and I'm stepping on the ants. So many ants are getting crushed. Many may die also. So we don't have the right to kill any ant. How many of you can give birth to ant? If through your some magic something you can produce ants. Anybody? Or you have money power, no? How many of you with your money can purchase ants from some laboratory where they produce? So we cannot give life, so we don't have right to take life. So be watchful. Certainly we cannot avoid each and every ant may not be protected, because there may be some leaf and you may step on the leaf. Below the leaf there may be some ant, some insect. But at least those who are visible, crawling, that is quite clearly visible. So we cannot be disrespectful. Worst of the disrespects is to kill the living entity. So by killing ants and all, we disrespect them like anything. For that matter, even trying to catch them and all, disturbing them in their lives, this is also disrespectful. So one should not do that. Vaishnavas must not be disrespectful to anyone, to say nothing of a sannyasi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches amanina manadena. One should always be respectful to others, but should not demand respect for himself. So to the degree we are looking for respect from others, to that degree we will be failure in giving respect to others. You understand, no? Because the mind is in one sense, focus. Focus means what? One thing is in the mind. So I am looking, okay, this Prabhu will respect me. Kaushik Prabhu, he gives me class once in a week. Fine. This Prabhu, other Prabhu is doubtful. So if I am looking for respect from others, now I cannot give respect. Superficially, I may give respect to Kaushik Prabhu. Thank you, okay. And or I may say, okay, that he understand how great I am. He has to, he understood something. Okay, fine. So because I think a very high of myself, I will be automatically a failure in respecting others. Because I'm looking for respect from others. Just like, let's say, we are very hungry, for 2 days we have not eaten, and you go to Prasadam hall and there is some prasad there, little prasad is only there. So you are looking, okay, I have everything you put in your plate. So in the process, somebody else may be, after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, he may be needing. That is all we are blind to. Yes or not? Yes. You can't even. Sometimes even he's present and he's coming before that. अरे वो आने से पहले शुरू कर देता, एक बार झूठा कर दिया ना फिर उसको बोल सकता, अरे प्रभु थोड़ा पहले आते ना, फिर मैं आपको देता था, क्या ना वो झूठा हो गया. How many of you have done that? मैं तो बहुत चालू हूँ, हमने किया ही किया है. बट से ले लो, एकदम झूठा कर दो उसको. मैं बहुत सच्चा, उसको कर दिया झूठा, ये सबको कर दिया झूठा. का दिस इज क्रोकेडनेस, चालूगिरी, कपट्टा, कपटी. हम बोलते हैं कि नो इंटॉक्सिकेंट्स, नो टी, लेकिन कपटी, एक कप टी तो पीते ही हम जब हम कपटी होते हैं. बोलते हैं नो इंटॉक्सिकेंट्स, लेकिन चाय पी रहे हैं, कप टी, कपटी. Like that. So let us not be crooked. A sannyasi should always walk barefoot. My God. And therefore, when he enters a temple or a society of devotees, he should first wash his feet and then sit down in a proper place. Because feet are covered with dust and all. It's good. Temples are very clean. Lord's place, king's place. How can you carry dust inside? So wash your feet and then only enter. Sometimes devotees are mad, brahmacharis are mad to become sannyasi. उनको बताना चाहिए, सन्यासी शुड ऑलवेज वॉक बेयरफुट. आप रेडी है क्या? सन्यास इस कौन देगा आपको? जहां भी जाओगे, पाकिस्तान जाओ, अमेरिका जाओ, लंदन जाओ, एयरपोर्ट पे बेयरफुट जाना. नहीं, मुझे नहीं चाहिए सन्यास. क्योंकि मैं तो शूज पहन के जाऊंगा. So many times devotees don't know what it means. I know some friends who are mad after sannyas. मुझे सन्यास क्यों नहीं देते? मैं हो गया अभी 45, 48. और मैं सीनियर डिवोटी हूँ, इतना 25 साल से ब्रह्मचारी हूँ, संन्यास मिलना चाहिए, क्या है ये संन्यास मिनिस्टर? Like that, they are offending all those who are in sannyas. So they are unfit, completely unfit for sannyas. They should know what a sannyasi means, and are they ready for that? Many times they are not. Therefore, when he enters the temple or society of devotees, he should first wash his feet and then sit down in a proper place. In India, it is still the prevalent custom that one put his shoes in a specified place and then enter the temple barefoot after washing his feet. In the West, we don't know. Everywhere they go with shoes many times. Their churches, they may be going, I don't know whether what they do. Churches? Anybody has gone to church? They remove the chappal? They go with chappal, huh? Yeah. So there is no custom like that. But in India, we all know. Even child will know. मंदिर प्रवेश करने के पहले कहाँ तो चप्पल निकाल, वो कहीं भी फेंक देगा वो, लेकिन उसको पता है कि चप्पल के साथ एंट्री नहीं करनी. So nice culture is there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an ideal acharya, and those who follow in his footsteps should practice the methods of devotional life that he teaches us. Apani acharya bhakti shikhavu shabare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught how to practice bhakti by his own acharan, by his own behavior, lifestyle. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is must for each one of us. Because we want to be devotees, what it means to be a devotee, that we can learn only from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach bhakti only. He, as Krishna, he came to kill the miscreants and give protection to devotees, re-establish dharma. But as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not come to kill the living entities, but to kill their wrong mentalities and to kill their wrong behaviors also, wrong habits. Wrong habits are wrong, so they have to be corrected. So unless we learn from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, know from Mahaprabhu, we cannot know what is a proper practice as a Vaishnava. So from him we can learn. वसिया करिला किछु ऐश्वर्य प्रकाश महातेजोमय वपु कोटि सूर्याभास. After sitting on the ground, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited his mystic power by manifesting an effulgence as brilliant as the illumination of millions of suns. From Golok Vrindavan or from Vaikuntha worlds, Brahma Jyoti comes, bright effulgent light, or from Krishna's body, from the devotee's body. So that effulgence, it is said, millions of suns put together is Brahma Jyoti. And Brahma Jyoti is coming from Krishna. You can imagine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how much light he can illuminate, he can emit. And this tube can emit only this much light. What is it called? 40 watt. This is 40 watt? 100 watt? 60 watt? 40 to 60 watt, I think. Yeah. 100 watt bulbs are also there. 1000 watt bulbs also. You have seen? How many of you seen 1000 watt bulb? Oh my God. Go to market and at least ask him that I want to purchase one 1000 watt bulb. जरा दिखाइए, सॉकेट में लगा के दिखाइए. When he switches it on, ऐसे करना पड़ेगा. इतना bright light. Even in the daytime, focus that. No, that is different. I don't know how much watt that is, but at least bulbs, they emit yellowish. Tubes are also there. Go to market, Prabhu's, and find out for yourself and see what it means by 1000 watt bulb or tube. How much bright light is there. So we can imagine how much brightness Mahaprabhu. In fact, he cannot emit all the brightness, otherwise they will all go blind. Even this sun also. If Krishna empowers this sun to emit 1000 times more bright light, all of us will go blind on the spot. The moment we just not even look at the sun, towards that sunlight, we'll all go blind. But Krishna's mercy, he wants us to see him everywhere, so he protects our eyes. So Mahaprabhu emitted bright effulgence. He can exhibit any mystic power. He is Yogeshwar. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanudhara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir Dhruva Nitirma Tirmama. That Krishna is Yogeshwar, the master of the mystic. Mystic yogis have 8 powers. Anima, Mahima, Lagima, Prakamya, Kamavasahita, Ishita, Vashita, and all that. So they have 8 powers. Krishna has millions of powers. No end to his powers. प्रभावे आकर्षिल सब सन्यासी रमना किला सन्यासी सब Chadiya asana. When the sannyasis saw the brilliant illumination of the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their minds were attracted, and they all immediately gave up their sitting places and stood in respect. Devotees will be attracted to Krishna's beautiful form, Sham Sundar. Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam. that Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilagyanti. But Mayavadis will not be attracted to beautiful form of Krishna. They'll think, oh, it is made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. So for their sake, generally, the way Krishna, you approach Krishna, Krishna appears accordingly. So here also, because they have impersonal conception of the Supreme, he emitted bright effulgence, which is impersonal, and they were attracted. They had respect for him. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas so that everybody respects him, and thereby they get delivered. When you respect God, you make advancement towards him and towards the ultimate goal of life. So that reason he took sannyas. And these Mayavadis will not be impressed by sannyas because they are also sannyasis. So what? You are sannyasi, we are better sannyasis. You are only Bharati Sampradaya sannyasi. We are Saraswati Sampradaya. Our Guru Prakashananda Saraswati is from Saraswati Sampradaya. Mayavadis also have their, like in Brahmanas, in Kshatriya, there are divisions. So higher level Brahmanas, lower level Brahmanas, higher level Kshatriyas, lower level Kshatriyas, higher level Vaishyas, lower level Vaishyas, higher level Shudras, lower level Shudras. All kind of within that, so many wide spectrum is there. So there was no way they would have got attracted to Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu did something which was appealing to them. He emitted a bright Brahmajyoti and they got attracted. This is necessary to attract the attention of fools, purposes. To draw the attention of common, sometimes saintly persons, acharyas, teachers exhibit extraordinary opulences. So, chamatkar. Many people want to see chamatkar from a sadhu. They say, चमत्कार से नमस्कार. जब भी साधु चमत्कार करे, नमस्कार महाराज, क्या चमत्कार किया आपने. That's why Jesus Christ was dealing with many fishermen in that area, Jerusalem and all. They were low class people, Shudras, lower than Shudras. So what he did, some villages he went, he just touched somebody's knee where there was some wound there. He touched, rotated his, like this he did, and he removed the hand, no wound, no injury, he's free from problem. He cured people of their diseases. Why? Then they immediately, Jesus, Master, Master, like that. Because this is a very cheap thing which people get attracted to. If you can cure, they know any disease, any problem, you have to go to doctor, take medicine. After some days, you will be cured. But if sadhu can do something, magic. Okay, I got cured. See, what a powerful sadhu. मेरे गुरु भस्म निकालते हैं और क्या नहीं करते, बीमारी को दूर करते हैं लोगों की. So people have this kind of understanding of spirituality. So they have to be shown that the real teachers are not interested in that. Next village he went it. So his followers were quite impressed when Jesus cured diseased people in one village. And next village he went, he did not do that. There people came and they bowed down to him, all that. So Jesus did not do that. And Jesus told another followers, see, these people are elevated in their consciousness. They know what it means to be a saintly person and what to look for from a saintly person. We should look for Krishna from a saintly person. Some understanding of God he has, that we can get. So not that he should cure my diseases, he should give blessing to my daughter that she gets married, and he should bless my son that he gets higher education or visa for London. These are not the blessings to be sought from sadhus. But unfortunately, many people do that. But in the next village, they were all bowed down and they were eager to learn from Jesus. Jesus said, these are elevated people. Here I don't have to do chamatkar. They are doing namaskar without chamatkar. So these are higher level people. And all the followers understood, okay, we should look for this kind of. Even Peter was a fisherman. So he spread the net in the ocean and he pulled, only few fishes came. So he was very disturbed. And he was trying again and again, hardly anything was coming. So then Jesus came. He said, what is this? Give me the net. And Jesus spread the net and so many thousands of fishes came. And Peter was happy, Master, you are so great. He was impressed. He says, really, Master. The servant, one or two. Master, thousands, like that. Then Jesus just released all those fishes and said, this whole world is filled with the fishes who are trembling in this world. You assist me in delivering these fishes out of the ocean of this material world. Come, join me. Peter understood, oh, my master has a higher mission. I thought I can sell these 1,000 fishes, thousands of fishes and make a lot of money. So saintly people are required who are having powers, but they are not interested in showing powers. If at all they show powers, that is only to attract some foolish people to Krishna. There are unfortunately some saintly people who have such powers, and they use those powers to show that how great I am and become my servant, provide me funds, provide me AC car, AC accommodation. They are not great. Saintly people don't exhibit this kind of powers, but if at all, for the sake of these foolish people. Anyway, time is over. Maybe we can see next time. Any question?
We read just one purpose before. First says sannyasi should not wear shoes. But then we hear in the Gopal pathway, when he went to America, he also wore shoes.
Yeah, we are having Yukta Vairagya principle, no? Rupa Goswami gave. That which can be used to serve something, okay. And otherwise, if you see, you can go to UK, US without bare feet, and there's so much cold ice there, and you walk there and you tremble and you fall down there and you're unconscious there. And what preaching you do? Zero. Rather, all the people have to take you to hospital and you're hospitalized. So this is not the goal. Do you go to US to enter in hospital there for several months for preaching? So whatever it takes preaching, we accept it. Whatever is required for spreading Krishna consciousness, we accept even. But traditionally, sadhus also cannot go by vehicle. They walk only. You see in Krishna Lila, Krishna took once to Mithila, so many sadhus with him to meet two of his devotees, one Brahmin, Bahulashva, and one, Shrutadev, and one Kshatriya king of Mithila, whose name was Bahulashva. So to meet both of them, Krishna went and he requested sadhus also, Vashishta Muni, some names are given there. You also please join. So they started walking. Krishna said, no. We have to go quickly. They are very desperate there. So in Garga Samhita, it is said how Bahulashva had inquired earlier from Narad Muni, will Krishna ever come to my kingdom? He says, don't worry, he will definitely come to your kingdom. You are such a great devotee. So he was very desperate. Similarly, Shrutadev, the Brahman, was also very desperate. So Krishna said, we need to go quickly. Come. You come on the chariot. So first time in life, Vashishta and all of them, they stood on the chariot because Krishna requested. Otherwise, they cannot board also chariot. Forget about cars and aeroplanes, trains, no question. They should go barefoot. But in that way, we'll not be able to reach out to these people who are going head fast with high speed towards hell. If a thief, after stealing a lot of money from rich people or bank, if he's going with the speed of 60 km/h, can police sit on bullock cart and go 10 km/h? They will never be able to catch those thieves. Police has to sit in a vehicle which is minimum 80 km/h or 100 km/h because they have already set. They have already gone ahead. So police is late. They have to go with higher speed. So we can go with our own charter plane also, if we have. Like that. That is the reason. Rule is first 10 years the sannyasi must carry danda. And generally for functions, especially Acharya's appearances, Bhaktivinoda Thakur appearances, Prabhupada. So they are supposed to carry. Otherwise, those who have crossed 10 years of sannyas, for them there is no rule that they don't have to carry. Only for first 10 years they have to carry.
Somewhere Prabhupada says that one who is Paramahamsa, he doesn't need to carry danda.
Yeah, that is also there. But now who will say, I am Paramahamsa, so I am not carrying? They will not say like that. ISKCON has made a very simple rule. 10 years they must carry wherever they go. Because people don't know, somebody may think he's Prabhu, he's Brahmachari. No, he's not a Brahmachari, now he's a Maharaj. So when he carries danda, everybody knows, oh, he's Maharaj. तो अलग ये क्या है? ये महाराज महाराज प्रणाम करते पंचांग पंचांग नहीं अष्टांग प्रणाम करना होता है ऐसे अच्छा so for first 10 years people don't know, so they have to be trained. Afterwards everybody knows this is Maharaj only. Yes, 5 aspects of ignorance. They are there in third canto. I don't remember now. That is little technical. Name also I forgot. Tamishra, Anda Tamishra, something like that. Any other?
Yeah, in his passion, Prabhupada had someone asked Prabhupada why you are sannyasi, you are using airplane and everything. So Prabhupada said that you are walking to hell so partially.
Yeah.
So should I come with the bullet car?
Yes, that's the point. Police has to be sitting in a vehicle which is going with faster, higher speed than the vehicle of the thieves. Then only police can catch. You must have seen in the movies and all that. They go higher speed. Otherwise, you can never catch them. He is going 60 km per ahead, per hour ahead, and you are going with 30 km. With the time passing by, he will be reaching. The distance will be increasing like anything. You can never catch such a person. You have to have higher speed. Sometimes only, all the time. Prayana alpayusha sabhyaha kalo asmin yuge janaha mandaha sumandamatayo mandabhagya hi upadrutam is what? Always disturb, not disturb. Always disturb. Only one who is with Krishna or close to Krishna, such a devotee will not experience the disturbance. Disturbance is 24/7, no matter who you are. The waves in the ocean are always there. Only Krishna can come on Garudji and pick you up, and you are with Krishna on Garudji. You see the wave. Otherwise, in the or if you are very Krishna, 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 then you don't understand waves are eating you because your whole focus is on Krishna. All the devotees are always disturbed if they are not with Krishna. Yeah, you can be 16 rounder, 32 rounder, 64 rounder. You are bound to be disturbed to the degree your mind is not in chanting. Externally going, Hare Krishna, huh? Yeah. That devotee, Prabhuji, prasadam over. Rascal, what kind of person are you? Prasadam over, you are in charge. He is chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and he is saying rascal. He is chanting rascal, rascal. Prabhu is also rascal. I thought everybody else is rascal except the yoga leader. The yoga leader is also rascal. Unless your mind, that's why Krishna everywhere in Bhagavad Gita says mind. Mayyeva mana adasva. Give your mind. Mayyar pita mano buddhir. Everywhere he says mind, mind, give your mind to me. Devotees don't give mind so easily. So they are in trouble. More or less, most of the sadhakas are 24 hours disturbed. If not, maybe 23 hours and 59 minutes, 59 seconds. Yeah, fact of life. If they are practicing Krishna consciousness, always with Krishna or almost close to Krishna, then there is no disturbance felt. Disturbance is there, it's not felt.
So if there's very feelings that some person, some people is disturbing or some person is disturbed. So he wants that he is sharing so innocently. So in that process, he's telling that he's not so good.
You have to tell him, Prabhu, don't tell the defects of the devotees. Kaler dosha nidhe rajan asti hi eko mahan guna. See that he is chanting Hare Krishna. You tell me what and how you should tell, like you are telling him. You should not tell this devotee is a rascal, that day this and when that devotee did not keep a plate of prasadam for me, I was very disturbed. Problem lies with me. You understand? When that, I have told what is the reason. I was disturbed. But why I was disturbed? Because that devotee in charge of prasadam, he did not keep plate for me. But I was not, he is a rascal. He did not keep plate for me. This is the problem. This is offensive. So we have to, same words are conveyed, the message is conveyed, but taking the blame on oneself. And you know, he does this not once, I have seen 3 times. So then I become all the more disturbed. That means what? I have a problem. That language you have to teach to anybody who opens their heart to you. Otherwise, they are offending other Vaishnavas and hearing them, you are also offending. You will also suffer like anything. Understand? And you have to tell the positive side. You have to be highly philosophical and you have to, Hare Prabhu, everybody has faults. In fact, you are telling your thing to me, I also have many faults. I'm sure you must have suffered from me also. Maybe you forgot now. That's why better is we all eat together. And now you see, while discussing, we discuss so many practical scenarios. And in question answer also something comes up. So then we understand, oh, we need to change our दृष्टि बदलनी होगी सृष्टि को बदल नहीं सकते जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि now I am seeing all of you are wearing white dhoti kurta if I wear red glasses अरे क्या सब मायावादी बन गए और मेरे आगे आपको किसने बोनाफाइड किया? Who allowed you? So it is not a problem with all of you. Problem is with me. I have to remove the red glasses. जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि. So through classes, through devotional life, our दृष्टि should change. Vision. If दृष्टि is not changing, you are not making advancement. Because then you see सृष्टि is terrible. अरे भक्त बनने के बाद ये समस्या. Rascal है सब devotees. You will offend and you will go to hell. You have to, that's what, when anytime you class, you hear, anytime you approach a guru, he gives chakshur unmilitam yena, he opens our eyes. अभी आंखें बाबा ने मेरे, अभी क्या दृष्टि है मुझे? I will know where is chair here, where is water here. You can't know. So somebody opens my eyes and then I see, okay, this side I cannot walk, otherwise I'll fall down. That side is the door, and otherwise I'll walk and I'll fall down. Through wall I will break my head. So drishti is required. So through all the classes, our vision should improve. Vision should improve. Illuminating classes means what? Enlightening means what? Knowledge came means what? Drishti came, isn't it? Like gajar ka juice ab peene se your drishti improves. You know, if you are not having clear vision, you drink gajar or gajar you eat. So your vision will improve. Or you walk on the grass daily 10-15 minutes. Your vision will improve. You look at the rising sun with concentration. Your vision will improve. So these things happen. This improves your material vision. But spiritual vision is what? How you see the life. Everybody who comes across around us, how you look at them. That is the vision. And that vision is imparted by a spiritual master, our great souls. So that has to improve. And you also have to do that for your friends. Otherwise, what kind of friend are you? I'm not a friend, you are enemy. अरे तेरे साथ ऐसा क्या, मेरे साथ भी उसने ऐसा किया. रास्कल ही, महारास्कल नहीं. तुमने देखा रास्कल, मैंने देखा रास्कल, वो महारास्कल. रास्कल प्लस रास्कल इज इक्वल टू महारास्कल. वो डिवोटी महारास्कल. लाइक दैट आल्सो कन्वर्सेशन सेट. एक ने कुछ गलती बोला, किसी एक ने, अरे मैंने भी देखा है, अरे वो वैसा ही है. So this is not Vaishnava association at all. Vaishnava association should be improving our consciousness, making our consciousness better. You understand? And unless you are philosophical, with practical understanding of that philosophical, you won't be able to help your friend. Together you will drown. Sometimes you have seen somebody is drowning in the water, river or something. He doesn't know swimming, and he catches somebody who doesn't know. What happened? Both of them are trouble. मुझे छोड़ दो, तुम मरो भाई, मुझे बचाओ. मैं नहीं बचा सकता, अरे बचा. दोनों डूब रहे. How many of you seen that? In Pandharpur Chandrabhaga, I was drowning. Behind me, Shankar Pandit was there. Both of us did not know swimming. मुझे क्रॉस करके जाना, थोड़ा स्विमिंग आता था. So I asked one माता जी, ये कितना दूर है, ज्यादा डीप तो नहीं है? बोले नहीं नहीं डीप नहीं है. हाँ ऐसे ही जाओगे. हाँ ठीक है. और मैं चलने, थोड़ा स्विमिंग के बाद में, अरे वो जमीन टच ही नहीं हो रहा है. My stamina was gone. And I tried to catch him, and he was like, and he was taller than me. And then I started shouting, बचाओ बचाओ. कोई यही नहीं. वो स्त्री चली, बता गया, हमें चली गई. वो सारे बचाओ गया चंद्रभागा में. और गए थे वन टाइम प्रोग्राम के लिए. पंढरपुर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग इज देयर, आई थिंक. So there was, afterwards we met his own लोकनाथ स्वामी महाराज. महाराज के दर्शन के लिए हम बचे, नहीं तो मर गए होते इधर ही. नहीं, पहली बार दर्शन हुआ था शायद महाराज. महाराज ने बोला था आप पूना से आए. लॉन्ग बिफोर, I don't know, 2003-4. महाराज अप्रिशिएटेड कि आप पुणे से आए हमारे पंढरपुर कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग में प्रचार करने के. तो महाराज ने कुछ तो ब्लेसिंग दिया. नहीं तो दोनों चंद्रभागा में ही डूब गए. हमारा count of our brahmachari ashram reduced by 2. 2 brahmachari died in Chandrabhaga. Auspicious death हुआ. उनके अस्थियां हम चंद्रभागा में डुबोते थे, वो बॉडी ही डुबोती हुई. They were one step ahead of us.
So he saved it.
Lord Vitthal only and Pandarinath this and Maharaj. So then I came backward little bit. Then my feet touched the ground, and he was taller than me. For him, it was not such a big problem. And he did not know swimming. I think I was knowing half swimming, little bit. So I was little overconfident. ऐसे ही स्विमिंग करके मैं क्रॉस कर दूंगा. वैसे भी वो माता जी ने बोला है ज्यादा डीप नहीं है, तो डीप हाउ. यानी मेरे लिए उतना डीप था जितने से मैं डूब के मर सकता था. But Lord wanted us to give us this class. Kept us alive.
Which is somebody asking.
What if big materialistic person challenges devotee that he is happy with his dhanam, janam, sundaris? What to reply? Now, there is a person convinced against his will remains of the same opinion still. How much is conducted by false ego, that much he will not agree. क्या आप बोल रहे? मैं मानता ही नहीं. मेरे पास करोड़ों रुपए हैं, मैं खुश हूँ. Okay, Hare Krishna. We'll meet after 10 years or 20 years. And you tell that time whether you are happy. And are you happy as much as you are happy now? Let us see. So, बातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते, बातों से नहीं समझेगा. He has to experience some kicks like that. So he cannot. I have gone to rich people in Pune and many places. Shetty. Why we were invited there? One brahmachari took me because his daughter, who had done MBA in Pune college or was doing MBA final year, she committed suicide by hanging herself in the house only. So how miserable she must have been. That's why she went for that step. And how miserable her relatives became, mother, father, because she was a young girl, I think 23-year-old, a young girl doing MBA or had done MBA. Rich family, rich, very rich family. And then we consoled them. I did kirtan there for 10-15 minutes, gave a talk and all that. Let us pray for her, this, that. Consoled. So even rich people, they may out of false ego may say we are happy, but in their private life, they know how miserable they are. So when you are convinced this person is in grand illusion thinking he is happy, okay, time, Krishna in the form of time will reveal to him. So let me leave him on his whatever condition he is in. He will realize later that how miserable he is. How is not. जैसे जो पिया हुआ रहता है शराबी, उसको पता होता है कि how miserable he is. उसको तब पता नहीं होता जब वो बाहर आता है ना उसका. That hanging, it is called hanging, I think. When he come hangover. So when he comes out of hangover, then he understands, my God, the head becomes very heavy. Not personal experience. Only Shabda. Head is very heavy. And all. We have experience now of eating too much of sweet rice, some sweet and all that. फिर हम सो जाते हैं या फिर सोए भी नहीं तो भी कितना हेड हेवी हो जाता है कि नहीं. ये तो स्वीट शुगर है, वो तो शराब है, उससे तो बहुत हेड हेवी हो जाए एंड चक्कर सो मेनी थिंग. So we don't have to reply. We can reply, but if he's listening, then only. Otherwise, useless. Sometimes during preaching, some people say they are very happy without Krishna, and karma is the ideal goal of a person. What to reply at that time, as they won't understand that they are in misunderstanding and foolishness. That's what. लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानते. We can tell them. If they are little intelligent, they will accept your words from the scriptures, based on scriptures. But if they are not, you just can't do anything. You know that story of two scientists, one saying scissor is the best thing for cutting, other saying no, best is knife. So the knife fellow, he caught the scissor fellow and threw him in the water pond or something. That fellow did not know how to swim. He was drowning. He went down, head went down, he took out his hand and he did like this. Only could not speak because head was underwater. That means for cutting, the best thing is scissor only, not knife. So he will die, but he will not change his opinion. So die hard materialists are like that. Die hard means what? They will die, but they will not change their opinion. So they cannot be convinced. Let Maya give them kicks, and in future they will understand.
You told that we should not even see the end consciously. But many devotees, for example, say some devotees bring food, fruits, there are ants of it. We are so happy. We tell what to do now. Devotees are totally error.
Ants के साथ खा ले.
Better
is blow off. उनको कितना भी height से गिरे, they will never die. Ants never die. You know ना? They have nice arrangement. They will land safely only. Yeah, they are very lightweight also, na? They will blow off. No, they will be blown off and they will fall down from the fruit. Rather than washing in, because in washing, water also can kill them, or your moment of washing with water can kill them. So better blow off. You can save them. It's not a devotee. पर दुख दुखी. आप सब आपको एक किसी प्योर डिवोटी के द्वारा मारे जा रहे हैं. आप खुश होंगे क्या? हाँ हाँ हाँ, महाराज मारिए मारिए। उनसे मारे जाना बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है कि उनसे सुनकर उनके इंस्ट्रक्शन अप्लाई इन लाइफ, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट। उसको ये बताओ, if a pure devotee, Prabhupada comes and takes a knife and is about to chop your head, गर्दन काट रहे हो, चलेगा क्या? प्रभुपाद के हाथों से मारो जाके, वो लोग तो मिनिमम रहेगा, थोड़ा ज्यादा ही अच्छे से काटेंगे तो वो लोग के भी परे चले जाए। कुछ होगा क्या? फिर आत्मवत् सर्वभूतेषु यह पश्यति स पश्यता स पंडितः। Who is pandit? The three symptoms: seeing others' wives as mothers, seeing others' property as garbage, and treating others the way we want to be treated by others. He is a pandita. That devotee is not a pandita. He is ignorant fool. That's why he is using that kind of strategy. That is not a logic also. That's a sinful activity, and this is seventh offense. नाम के बल पर अपराध करना, पाप करना, पाप कर रहे हैं आप, और वो भी नाम के बल पर, आपके हाथों से मारा जाए, दूसरों को भी लगा रहे पाप में, तो महाअपराधी है। You cannot do that. There are so many other ways to get rid of ant. देखो, अगर उधर ही आम रखो, थोड़ा वेट करो, थोड़ा पेशेंस भी जरूरत है, और उसके बाजू में बहुत सारा शुगर रख दो, क्या होगा? सब उधर चले जाएंगे। शुगर के दाने को उठा भी लेके जा सकते हो, खुश हो जाएंगे। तो सब आम को छोड़ दिया, आम ले लो, दो के खा लो, यानी ऑफर करके, अगर ऑफर नहीं है तो। एंड यूज योर इंटेलिजेंस। जय कृष्ण भजे से बड़ो चतुर। इफ यू आर रियली वर्शिपिंग कृष्णा, यू विल बी वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, बट बिकॉज दैट डिवोटी is not worshipping Krishna properly, committing seventh offense, so his intelligence is not strong. There's so many ways. I said blow off or keep some sugar there. So many other ways there.
जैसे तुम्हारा 4 बजे उठ देख, 15 मिनट में रेडी होना है, ऊपर गए, इधर ऊपर में, फिर बकेट में देख रहे चींटी आई कि बकेट है ऊपर, एक सीजन दे रहा बस में, तो उसमें आपको कुछ लोग का जो शायद बहुत देते, 1-2 चींटियां बनी, उसमें क्या है?
हाँ, that's why Prabhupada in one place says it's very difficult to avoid. So if it is one or two, और कुछ तरीका नहीं है, then you may. Then also you know, ऐसा अगर ना, I have done that in the toilet sink में गिरा है, मैंने उसको ऐसा अपना जो खराटा होता है ना, से एक ये निकालो और उसको रखो उधर, कीड़े को वगैरह, वो उसको पकड़ लेते हैं, उसको उठा के बाहर रख दो, खत्म। नहीं तो बेसिन में रहेगा उस सिंक में, वो तो पानी डालेंगे तो मर जाएगा। देयर आर वेज टू प्रोटेक्ट।
कॉकरोच होते हैं हमारे, उसमें लॉजिक क्या लगाना चाहिए?
क्लीन रखना चाहिए किचन, then there will not be cockroaches. Prabhupada was asked, na, Prabhupada, there are many rats here, can we kill them? Prabhupada said, you should be killed. They heard, they felt Prabhupada did not hear. No, Prabhupada, there are many rats here, cockroaches in the kitchen, so can we kill them? Prabhupada said, you should be killed. Prabhupada said, because you are ignorant fools, you don't keep kitchen clean, that's why so many cockroaches or rats come, that's why you should be killed. What he meant, not that devotee should be killed, that will be biggest of the aparadh, but basically your ignorance has to be killed, and Guru only has to do that, no? Guru only removes our ignorance, and these devotees were so ignorant, they were saying that we can go on with uncleanliness, and rats come, cockroaches come, we can kill them, because they are obstructing our service. No, your ignorance has to be washed off, your ignorance has to be killed, by telling you, keep clean, keep it clean, clean kitchen, then cockroaches will not come.
गलती से घर में कॉकरोच आ गया तो
उसको भगा दो, मारने की जरूरत नहीं, जनरली मारना नहीं चाहिए। अभी once Prabhupada, Harishori Prabhu was setting Prabhupada's mosquito net. Prabhupada is inside mosquito net, and he also got inside, I think, and there was a mosquito there. So then he did something like that, and the mosquito fell on the ground. And Prabhupada looked at the mosquito. He got scared. My God, now what will? Prabhupada said, "You killed him." And he got, "Oh, now Prabhupada will kill me." Then he was wondering what to do now. For Prabhupada only he did it. He was not having any problem with the mosquito. Then he said, "But Prabhupada, you only wrote in Bhagavad Gita first chapter, the aggressor should be killed." So then Prabhupada thought about it. Prabhupada said, and then it seems after some seconds or something, they fall down and they fly again. So then it flew up. And he said, "Prabhupada, it is not dead, it flew up," something like that. Prabhupada said, "Okay." So that means Prabhupada was not approving like that killing. That point is also valid, aggressor should be killed. But aggressor is not, अभी देखो कोई टेररिस्ट आया आपको मारने के लिए, आपने उसको गन से मार दिया, चलेगा। ये थोड़ा मॉस्किटो, ये थोड़ा टेररिस्ट है। क्योंकि आपका पूरा छीन लेगा क्या पैसा और आपका सब ब्लड, उतना नहीं, कितना ब्लड लेगा वो? हाँ, हम इग्नोरेंस से इतने ब्लेस्ड है थोड़ा सा। हाँ, फिर सो जाते हैं। सुबह 4 बजे का अलार्म इतना बज बज के उठने का, संसार उड़ जाता है। यार क्वाइट ब्लेस्ड विद इग्नोरेंस, इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। हाँ, स्नेक मोदे साधुरपि वृश्चिक सर्पहत्या। अभी यहाँ कोई स्नेक आए और बाहर नहीं जा रहे हैं तो वी may have to kill it. That is there in प्रहलाद महाराज prayer also. It will come in few days here. मोदेत, खुश हो जाते हैं। साधुरपि, साधु भी। वृश्चिक सर्पहत्या, if the scorpions and snakes which are poisonous, if they are killed. Are mosquitoes poisonous? No. Only snakes and scorpions. So they also, you cannot go in forest and search them and kill them. No. If they come in our locality. Now, if the scorpion bites a devotee and devotee dies, is that better death of a devotee or better to kill the scorpion?
We can call Sarpamitra.
Huh?
He's telling we can call Sarpamitra.
Yeah, but in meanwhile, if the snake bites some devotee and he dies, then what? Certainly, you go to kill that snake, the snake can bite you and you can also be killed. That you have to know how to kill it also in one sense. Not so easy also. But that is one concession if in situation like that. There is no option. That's what I'm asking you. Logically think. Whether better a death of a devotee or better death of a scorpion. Which is better?
Death of Sarpa.
Scorpion remains alive. What is the gain for the world? The scorpion gains his food and all that. Eating, meeting, sleeping, depending, he will do throughout life. But what is the gain for the rest of the world? Not much. But devotee remains alive, so much welfare work he will do for everyone's delivery. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj only says that, and it is bona fide. And Bhagwan ordered also, kill that snake immediately.
And Krishna Prabhupada talks about 5 kinds of sins.
While
wandering.
Yeah.
So there are
Sins happen.
We are doing so many living entities. So that is unknowingly.
Unknowingly. Still you have that. Some insect falls in it. And you are just crushing that also, and क्या चटनी है जबरदस्त insects थोड़ा क्रंची लग रहा है आपको पता ही नहीं इंसेक्ट भी खा रहे हैं.
So then we are chanting the holy name, then all these things are taken.
Yes, but we should not go on blindly thinking that कुछ गिर भी गया तो no problem. क्योंकि कल तो जब करना ही है. That is wrong. समझ रहे हैं? That is पर पाप करना. That should be avoided. We are extremely careful not to make any. So for that reason we don't switch on that tube above it or light. Otherwise, many insects will come there and they are the ones which will fall down. You make that switch that on. All the insects are there, so they will not fall in this. Like that we take care, precaution and all that. But by mistake some insects falls without our knowledge, then Krishna only will forgive us through continuous devotional practice. That's why Prabhupada says it is quite difficult. I mean, all circumstances we cannot. Even now also, last 5-10 years, at least those who are knowingly, unknowingly, from me also, I'm careful not to step on. Unknowingly, or flush on कर दिया. So some insect there जो दिख भी नहीं रहे और हमें पता ही नहीं था, हमने flush on कर दिया, कट करके वो सब went in the hole. Must have drowned, died. They are unavoidable. But at least consciously we should not do that. ठीक है? Krishna, please forgive me. I was not careful. Next time. Glorious. भगवान के सामने हमारा भी यही. We want to die in front of the Lord if possible. So I feel because I give many classes. Maybe sometimes if I'm giving Bhagavatam class only, and I will say, no, let us now chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। बोलते बोलते मेरा अटैक हो जाए। हाथ ऊपर या सब भक्त बोल रहे हैं, अरे तो जी बोल भी नहीं रहे और हाथ, कोई तो आएगा, प्रभु जी हाथ नीचे कीजिए, अरे बोल ही नहीं रहे क्या, मूर्ति बन गई, हाथ खींचे तो हाथ नीचे गिर गए। अरे प्रभु जी तो चले गए, इनाम लेते लेते चले गए। इतना सौभाग्य, ऐसा सन पे टेम्पल हॉल में भगवान के दर्शन खुले, इनाम लेते। माम अनुस्मरण युद्ध च, ये तो माम अनुस्मरण निवर्तत, like that, huh? So how fortunate, so they are very fortunate, those insects and all that. For that matter, those who come below the feet of devotees also, insects and all, fortunate. But we should not, अरे मेरे चरणों के नीचे इसका उद्धार कर दूं, that foolishness we should not. It's our duty not to step on them. If some, while Tulsi Pradakshina, if some ant or somebody came, then you have to take a leaf or something, paper, and take that ant on that, put outside somewhere. Not that चलो भक्तों के चरणों के नीचे उद्धार हो जाए, should not think. Let it live, na? Let it live in temple hall nearby somewhere and keep hearing holy name, and let it die by natural death, whenever it is.
बहुत बार हम सोचते हैं कि यार ये मरेगा तो जल्दी जल्दी से उसको चौरस लेके उन्हें
हाँ, तो वैसे आपका भी जल्दी जल्दी आपको मार क्यों पीडीसी वगैरह करके पिछले जीवन में 5 साल की उम्र में गुरुकुल में ब्रह्मचारी बन गए, फिर फटाफट यहाँ से निकाल देते, चलेगा क्या? नहीं नहीं, मेरा जीवन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, मैं सुशांत हूँ, बाकी सब अशांत, अशांतों का उद्धार करने के लिए ही सुशांत आया। पीडीसी ज्वाइन करेगा, ब्रह्मचारी बनेगा, संन्यास लेगा, पूरे दुनिया का उद्धार करेगा। नहीं नहीं, अब जल्दी अगले जीवन में अब फ्रेश रहेगा, अभी आपको बॉडी थोड़ा ओल्ड भी हो गए। 8 साल का जो बॉडी रहेगा, 6 साल का, बहुत ताकत रहेगा, है कि नहीं? ऐसा लॉजिक नहीं लगा सर? वही तो, आत्मवत् सर्वभूतेषु यह पश्यति स पंडिता। हम पंडित नहीं है, क्योंकि हम दूसरों को हमारे से ऐसे ट्रीटमेंट नहीं देते, फूल है, ठीक है? We'll end on this foolishness. End class on this most wisdom, knowing that we are all fools. संतरा श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्ण श्री कविराज कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदी। I feel I am not all attractive. आगे आ जाओ,
श्री
joint conference.